Well, there's the first video of the build. See, I've gotten a motor mount. I ordered a new brushless motor, 1400 kV. Now, we had some damage, some chips. I'm going to try to fix those tonight. I'm going to get those wings put together. Fix that bent aileron somehow. I'm thinking I might use these two packs here. 230C, 5000 milliamp force cells, and do 14 volts into the battery. I'm still going to use this 60 amp ESC. 3 standard servos. I'm not going to use the metal, I'm going to use the 3 standard servos. You know what, I was noticing something just horrible here in the instructions. Well, it shows the wheel pant here, main landing gear, elevator, pin horns, okay, tail. There's no way I can get this wire assembly inside these wheel pants. You know, I've been playing with this for a few days now. I'm going to have to cut something. Anybody knows something I don't? Let me know before we get to this stage. I know the wheel pants will be a pain. The first video here, we'll get started by doing the wing. Well, I have some Testers black model paint here. And we're going to try to fix this cowling. And a small little ding here in the bottom of the fuselage where there's paint missing. You can see that spot. It's beautiful, in other words. There's a spot in here that'll do for the wing, but that won't bother there because the wing's going to be there. So, I'm shaking up my testers pretty good here. Oh yeah. Now, I'm hoping that this paint it's a high gloss model plastic paint, so these fiberglass parts, open it, I cover them with a little bit here because the spots are small and they're really noticeable because they're white on this high gloss finish here. This model paint is also a high gloss, so now if that works, they've like disappeared on there. I can barely see, so that'll work out good. Let's try the fuselage here. Cool. Looks nice. I'm even going to do this spot. I know the wing covers it. But if it's going to work that good, let's get all those little necks covered. There, that's done. Okay, I can set this down, let that paint dry overnight. I'm not going to work on those parts tonight. We're going to do the wings. So there, using a little inexpensive bottle of Testers model paint, I managed to fix the chips and dings in the shipping. Here we go. First wing here. If we see, uses a rod here. Plastic on. I want to take the plastic off. I'm going to put a threaded end. But this, the 3 hinges and the control rod here, check for free movement. We're going to have to glue the control rod in with epoxy and do the CA glue hinges. But we'll do the pin trick to make sure the hinges stay half in the aileron and half in the wing. So I get these stuck in here. Okay, so I'll be right back with some pins. Well, I got the 3 pins I'll zoom in a little bit. Now we can see that I've got these all about halfway. I'm going to stick a pin in the center of the hinge, not your finger, so that I'm putting it together on the wing. The pins will hold the hinges in place. So it looks like that. Now, remember this end hit a little bit. So I want to trim just a little bit off the end. Set it here. Trim just a bit off that. It didn't quite fit. That's okay, we'll make it fit. Now it shouldn't rub. Okay. Now we'll test fit this one more time. How much rub is there still? Not much though. There. Okay. Now take this aileron off again with the hinges in the aileron. We'll mix a little bit of epoxy up and get it ready to go to glue this and the rest of the hinges. We held with some CA glue, but because we have to do this, a little bit of epoxy for this, I'm going to get the other wing ready to go. This one's ready to go. I'm going to set it aside, and we'll get the other wing. Remember, this one came to me warped, but I believe if I can press it on there when I put the hinges on and glue them in place hard, it should stay there. Holding the hinges don't like to come out the wings. Okay, so I have to trim the end here a little bit. Just a bit. And I'll get 3 pins. We'll get this aileron ready to go on. Again, stick the pins in the center of the CA hinge. And the last one. Okay, and then I test fitted that one, and it fits good. Maybe the place off there. This rod moves freely and good. All looks well. You know, here's where the landing gear will go. It is going to be a good looking airplane, I believe. We do have some issues with the instructions. My wheel pants are an issue. But I do believe that the gluing, the taping, the fixing I did here on the cowl where it was chipped and I painted it, I can see it, but you have to get up close to notice where the chips were, right there and there. As far as it's concerned, I think it'll be just fine. There's nothing wrong with fixing those 2 chips with that tester's paint.